This is JordangeVision. Pull up a seat and kick up your feet. Welcome guys. How are we doing? It is time for another reaction, and we are starting a new true crime series today. The Monsters, Lyle and Erik Menendez miniseries. Let's talk about this one for a bit. So basically, I don't know a whole lot about the case. It happened when I was really young. I believe the murders happened in 1989. The trial was 91, 92, something like that. It's a very rich family, Jose and Kitty Menendez. I believe Jose was a record executive or something. They have a big mansion. They're very rich. They got everything going for them. They have two sons, Lyle and Erik. And one day in 1989, out of the blue, seemingly, Lyle and Erik murder them, like pretty much execution style. So I don't think there was any dispute about who it was that killed them. Like I don't think they claimed they were innocent or anything like that. But I think a big part of their defense and a big part of their justification for doing it was a claim that they were abused. That's kind of why a lot of people kind of sympathize with the Menendez, even though they kind of concede that they are killers. I think in a way some people kind of understand why they did it, and some people kind of think they paid their debt to society already. And there's a lot of petitions actually calling for their release. They're still in jail to this day, but there's been a lot of talk about the release, and it's something that might happen in the near future. I don't know, but for now, at least at the time I'm recording this, they're still in prison. So it's a 9-episode miniseries. I thought it was 10 going into it, but it's only 9. Yeah, and it's starring Javier Bardem as Jose Menendez, Chloe Sevigny as Kitty Menendez. The two brothers are kind of played by unknowns. Cooper Koch plays Erik, I believe, and Nick Chavez plays Lyle. So it's kind of a case that I wasn't really around for. I was still very young when all this happened, so I'm kind of interested to look into this. I was very knowledgeable about the OJ case going into that miniseries, so this is one that I'm kind of looking forward to seeing. And it was produced by Monsters, who produced the Dahmer miniseries a few years back. And that miniseries, there was a lot of flashbacks and kind of what led up to everything. Whereas the OJ miniseries was basically just a chronicle of the case. So I imagine that's what this will be about too. I imagine if they cast some big stars like Javier Bardem and Chloe Sevigny as the parents who are dead, there's going to be a lot of the parents in flashbacks. I'm interested to get into this, and without further ado, let's do it. The Monsters production of the Lyle and Erik Menendez story. Before I get started, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and don't forget reacting to art is sharing art. Channels like these benefit everyone from the viewers all the way up to the original creators themselves. Also, reminder, spoilers are likely, so if you haven't seen this episode yet and would like to, please feel free to click off and take care of that first. I'll be here when you get back, but for those of you who are sticking with me, pull up a seat, kick up your feet. This is episode 1 of the Lyle and Erik Menendez story, and the title is Blame It on the Rain. Here we go. Limos, yep, they're a rich family.
See, this is exactly what I want to do with Mr. Buffalo. Everywhere that there's a TCBY, there should be a Mr. Buffalo across the street.
I know some of those words.
Mark my words, Erik. What TCBY did for yogurt, that is exactly
Lyle on the left.
what Mr. Buffalo is going to do for buffalo wings.
Well, they're buffalo wing connoisseurs, I guess.
Could you put on fucking Kiss FM? Please!
Lyle. Just take it easy.
I just feel like I gotta tell this fucking guy every time.
Spoiled rich boys, I guess.
I fucking love these guys. I told Jamie when these guys come to the forum, we were like, there.
Vanilli, yeah.
Thing,
I got
Mr.
some bad
Buffalo
news about
customer comes in to
Vanilli,
eat
guys.
Wings.
Are those dad's shoes? Are you wearing his shoes?
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta fill his shoes now, right?
I wonder, has that already happened?
Stop
At this point?
Erik, listen to me. You're not fucking doing
yeah, I
this
think it
right
has.
now. Sorry. Suck it the fuck up and do not act like a goddamn pussy. It's up to us now, right? And they would be proud of us. They would be proud of us. What did you...
I think they're pretty upset that they're dead. I'm getting creepy vibes already.
Hey! Fucking stop the car!
I'm supposed to drop you around back.
No. You're dropping us at the curb.
It's just a big crowd out front.
Well, then fucking run them over.
Must be a breeze working for these guys.
What the fuck? They're supposed to go to the loading dock.
Erik!
Well, these guys don't play by the rules.
Erik, did the mafia kill your parents?
No, I'm Lyle. I don't know. It certainly appears as such, but that's what we gotta find out.
Are you afraid the mafia could come after you?
So it's happened, but they're not suspected yet.
Hey, where's your...
So is this a funeral or a memorial or something? Maybe kind of some kind of celebration of life.
Are you sure he's going to be able to do this?
Don't worry, he's a great actor. He did a Shakespeare monologue once.
It's not something for an actor to do, though.
These birds would always fly, hit the window, and they'd fall and get injured.
My mom, she'd scoop up the birds and she'd bring them inside and she'd heal them. Just one of my favorite images of my mom. Just how she cared for the birds.
Yeah, right. He is a good actor.
Maybe someday, when I see you in heaven, we could all hit a few balls back and forth.
The other brother, not so much.
Lyle is obsessed we get this song right.
Uh-oh. Don't screw up a word.
Icon. Legend. Captain of industry. Husband, tennis coach. Most men could only dream of being one of these things, but Jose Menendez was all of them.
Yeah, he was a few other things too, from what we hear.
He was tough. Just ask a line judge who missed a call at one of Minor Erik's tennis matches.
Oh, one of those, eh? Little McEnroe in him?
You can rest assured that I am ready to take up your mantle and be the rock of this family. Mom.
Yeah, he's actually listening. He's screaming
what can I
down there,
say?
being like, don't do that.
I know that it wasn't always easy having two rambunctious boys, but you made every house that we lived in a home.
Okay, so one's a good actor, one's a good writer.
So, Mom, for my final words to you, I will leave this to two poets who are much better at this than I. In their words, girl, I'm gonna miss you.
There's Milli Vanilli again. Yep. Kind of a weird song to play at your parents' funeral, though. Yeah, they're like, what the hell? The looks on everyone's faces, I feel like they feel the same thing about the song. 1989, okay. We're going back.
It's been over 2 months since the brutal murders of Jose and Kitty Menendez in their Beverly Hills home. But so far, the police don't seem to be any closer to finding their killers.
They're closer than you think, police.
Initial reports speculated that it might have been a mafia hit, possibly related to Jose Menendez's business dealings in the home video industry.
Is that really what the mafia is concerned with, though? Not that I know a lot about the mafia.
Can't give to that our guys will not rest until whoever committed these senseless and heinous killings is behind bars and facing the death penalty.
Wait, that's us. Does the murder happen? Yeah, probably. Going over it all in his mind. Was not expecting that. Yeah, Erik seems to be the sensitive one, and Lyle's kind of the
Dr. Oziel speaking.
Type.
Erik.
I know that it's very last minute, but is there any way that I could see you today?
Looks like I have a 2 o'clock if that works for you.
No. I want to be your last appointment. I don't want any of your other patients to see me.
Yeah,
That's ominous.
How about...
Okay, 4 o'clock. Sounds good.
Okay, I'll see you then.
I could understand that, though, like media attention and all that.
Holy shit! Did you see that, Jamie? He just fucking jumped like a little schoolgirl. That was classic.
Oh, my parents got murdered. Okay. My brother's a little jumpy.
Hurry back, Jamie.
Erik, please, come in. Have a seat. You look amazing. It is so good to see you, young man.
Oh, he's rehearsing. I wonder if he knows something.
Yeah, I've just been kind of suicidal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure nowadays if a patient said that, they'd have to call someone right away.
And you can't tell anybody what I tell you?
Well, now, when you came to me before about the burglary conviction, that silly stuff that you're way beyond now, the court mandated that I tell your parents what we talked about, but now, obviously...
The court's about to talk to you again, I think.
I've just been having these nightmares, like, every night about my mom and my dad.
And in these nightmares, they're getting killed?
Yeah. My dad's face gets blown off, like, again and again and again, and his face is just gone, and there's smoke everywhere.
Amazing how you have a visual in your mind. It's almost like
pretty much.
You were there.
Oh, it's dressed up like Michael Jackson from Thriller.
I guess it was still popular
Why do you
around that
want to
time.
kill
It was
yourself,
5 years after.
Erik?
I amazing how a big mansion like this is accessible to trick-or-treaters. Like, usually to be fenced off or something.
What are you dressed?
I'm Tom Cruise. Cocktail.
He does look a little like Tom Cruise. Yeah.
Hey, is this the house where those parents got
what?
shot?
Well, why don't you come inside and have a look?
Why don't you give him a little Halloween tour? Won't hurt.
He wanted to be a senator. Did you know that? He wanted to be the first Cuban-American senator. He also thought that Lyle and me, that we could be president.
Oh, high aspirations.
And that's why he was so...
I guess he's an immigrant, so he can't be president, but they can.
We did it, my brother and I.
Oh, yep, there it is.
You shot them.
Yeah. Well, there goes your confidentiality.
We should go back to the office and talk about it.
Okay.
He's got
Do
to
you feel
turn them
any
in,
better?
right?
I guess the plan started when I was
getting the
watching
story.
this movie, Billionaire Boys Club.
Okay,
The
so
kids
they were
do.
inspired.
And
Lyle, look at this.
The blood started seeping. Comforter.
Just casually introduces it
took
to
him
his
out to the
brother,
car.
like, we should do this to
so
our
we
mom
just,
and dad.
I wanted to do it soon, before we lost the nerve to go through with it. But Lyle really wanted to take the time, really plan it out.
Yeah, that
so
sounds
we
more
agreed
like
we'd do it in
him.
about a week, probably on a Sunday.
Why on a Sunday?
Well, the maid was off on weekends.
Yeah, spare the maid, I guess.
You watched a movie and you decided to kill your parents, Erik.
Sometimes that's how it
Why?
starts. John Lennon's killer was inspired by a book.
All of these cases are different, but most involve aggravating circumstances.
Yeah, well, they were really aggravating.
No, I mean, there's abuse,
I imagine he's talked about the
There's
abuse before.
disputes. Erik, you watched a movie and you decided to kill your parents. Most people don't do that.
Well, they don't know my dad.
Okay, we about to see McEnroe now?
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck are you doing, Erik? Jesus, you little piece of shit! Have
For
we
losing
been
a tennis
walking
match?
out? Jesus!
Mr. Menendez,
No, don't you fucking touch me! $25,000 fucking dollars. Get the fuck out of here. You're fired.
That escalated
Hold
real
the
quick.
fucking...
Was your father physically abusive?
My guess would be yes after seeing that.
Washington. Olympia. South Dakota. South Dakota.
Quizzing on state capitals now.
Bad. Fuck!
Wow.
honey.
Dumb fucking shit. It's Pierre.
Some people don't know state capitals.
That was your fucking last chance. You hear me? What did I tell you? And then you pulled that shit like a little bitch.
Oh, what's going on now?
That was a bad call.
Bad call? Bad call my ass. Get in there.
Yeah, if it was a bad call, you'd be all over the ref.
And why would you kill your mom?
Yeah, why the mom?
She was addicted to our dad.
Just an innocent bystander, I
When she
guess.
started drinking, she was suicidal. So we thought that was a sign that her life had no value.
I mean, I can kind of
There
understand
was
the
this-
dad, but...
Lyle was home. He'd gotten kicked out of Princeton for plagiarism.
Fucking lousy piece of shit.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I want you to fucking hit me right now.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's see it, old man. Let's see it, old man.
I'm just getting chills watching this. This is clearly a toxic family, as portrayed.
Not getting married. No way.
Why should I listen to you two when you got married at exactly my age?
Do what I say, not what I do.
I am trying to save you.
You don't get to say when you did exactly the same thing when you were my age, Mom.
This doesn't make me mad all of a sudden. I'm not even there.
What about this?
Oh.
Wow. So he was bald, too.
It's okay.
That hair looks so good, and all of a sudden you realize it's fake.
How long have you had that?
His brother didn't even know.
How come I didn't know that?
Because I didn't want you to know. That's the fucking point, Erik. Nobody's
Didn't want
supposed to
anybody
know.
Jamie doesn't even know.
Oh, wow. It's kind of embarrassing when you're that young, but it's not the end of the world, right?
Why, seeing him so vulnerable like that.
Yeah, you've seen Lyle pretty much tough the whole episode, and that's really the first time you've seen him kind of break.
Like it.
And I suddenly saw how cruel it was. What was going on in that house. And,
Yeah.
I finally told him.
Pretty much a breaking point, eh?
And is that when it all changed for you, that moment?
Yeah.
I knew we were gonna go through with it.
Man.
We didn't even have to say a word about it. It just had its own gravity.
For a handgun, no, that's
Amazing.
2
Two
week
brothers,
waiting
one
period.
mind.
Wait,
You each got to show me your license, then you get the guns.
Fuck that. That is illegal.
Wow.
I'm an American citizen, and an American citizen has certain rights.
There's still a waiting period for guns.
License was just, and finally we found this Big 5 in San Diego where you could get a shotgun with just one ID.
Okay,
Oh, really?
and then I'll just need your ID.
And at Big 5 you need 2 forms of ID to cash a check, but just one to buy shotguns.
Gun laws are stupid.
And after that, we got the alibi all set up with Lyle's friend Perry Berman.
So what's that?
Fuck yeah, I'll meet you at the Taste of LA. I haven't been there in years.
Okay.
So-
So they gotta shoot quick and then hightail it to the Taste of LA.
We're gonna do this. 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 We're gonna do this.
Things going through their minds right now. And meanwhile, the parents are inside. They have no idea what's about to happen.
Okay, you have to shoot first so that you don't back out.
What?
He doesn't want to be the only one. Like, Lyle doesn't want to be caught and, like, he's the one shooting, and then Erik backs away, like, and going, he did it. So ominous, man.
What are you doing? What is that?
Ooh. Oh, that's gruesome. Oh, to still be alive like that. Oh, wow. Well, that's probably the one that killed him. That chills this whole episode, man.
I'll finish off, Mom.
And they somehow didn't get discovered for like 2 months, though, too. You think, like, the gun shop owner could have identified him? I know it was a fake ID, but could have, like, even been able to describe him. Now Erik's just standing there watching, like, what have we done? No turning back now. Yeah, burn those clothes.
Let's go, cold water.
Dump everything in the river, I guess. Wow. Nobody sees this? Like, anybody driving by is gonna be like, what the hell's going on?
The 9:50 screening of Batman.
Yeah, but it's 10:40 now.
I know, but that's the one that we want to see. Can you help me out here? My girlfriend is in there.
Tell her the last half is the best.
We can't sell tickets after 15 minutes.
Okay, fine. Fuck!
Please stop swearing at me.
Okay.
They
Give me
wanted
2
that as
tickets
an
at
alibi, I
fucking
guess.
10:55, I guess.
Yeah, so buy tickets to the 10:55 and go into the earlier one, right?
You know what? Hey, Erik. Fuck it, let's just go to Taste of LA.
Wow.
Yep. Totally been here the whole time.
Wow, I think we should just go.
Will you calm the fuck down?
We're too late. Perry's not here.
Yeah,
She is,
Perry,
and I'm
seeing
making
them
sure
there
that
was supposed to
people
be
see
your
us.
alibi, right?
Because we've been
Yeah.
here, what, 4 hours now?
Yeah.
There's nobody here.
Well, I guess no one's found them. They just go home to the shocking discovery, I guess.
What's the problem, sir?
Somebody killed my parents.
Pardon me?
Somebody killed my parents.
I have
How
heard
do you
the 911
feel?
call. It sounds pretty much like that.
What the fuck kind of therapist are you? I came here to feel better.
And how can I make you feel better, Erik?
I came here so that you tell me I'm not a bad person.
Murder is murder. You had your
You're not
reasons,
a bad
but
person.
murder is murder.
Every night I'm in that house, it's this nightmare where I'm shooting them and they just don't die. And they don't stop. The only way they stop is when I shoot myself.
Oh, wow.
That's when I can sleep, is when I blow my own head off.
Okay,
That's just chilling.
I think we should call Lyle, and I think he should come here right now.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, Lyle's not gonna go for that.
Motherfucker, how about you go back to fucking Van Nuys, you poor fucking piece of shit.
Yeah?
Fucking
Lyle's
kids.
totally in the spirit. I can see a little bit of Jose in Lyle.
It's Dr. Oziel. I want you to come into the office. Erik's here.
What?
Lyle, he's told me everything. Come down to the office and you can talk to him in person. This is important.
Fucking!
Wow.
I think he's on his way down.
Oh,
He did the
better
right
be.
thing. I gotta ask you to stay right here. I gotta go get some coffee because I feel
It would have
like
been
this is
smarter
gonna
to
be a
just call
long
the
night.
cops and send them there.
Don't leave. I'll be right back.
Maybe do that in another room or something. Yep. Couldn't do that in front of Erik, I guess.
Hello?
Just listen to me. Come down to the office.
Oh, who the fuck do you think you are? You're fucking your wife again. Have a better marriage.
not exactly.
Oh, let's fuck you, Jerry.
Shut up and listen!
Erik just confessed to the murders. Lyle is on his way. My life may be in danger. I need you here to be a witness.
Even when he gets out of sight, he can't call the cops.
Come on, fast! Motherfucker, go! Go forward!
I mean, you've totally given Lyle ample warning to flee the country or whatever. Yeah, he's starting to see it too now. I'm amazed that, he actually showed up.
You've been, waiting long? Doctor's right.
Probably the longest 10 minutes of her life.
What did you say to him? What did you tell him? Huh? About what? About Mom and Dad? Because we don't know who killed them.
Yeah, we do.
He told me everything.
Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck that means. He told me everything because I don't know what the fuck everything is, and just because.
I was afraid I was gonna kill myself.
Please.
Will you shut the fuck up, please? I am talking to my brother.
Can't deal with it anymore.
Who the fuck was that?
I have no idea. This office is soundproof. Will you sit down, please, Lyle? It's okay.
It's
Now,
okay.
will you just sit?
Tell me how it's okay. If Erik and I killed our fucking parents,
Lyle.
how would that be okay?
Lyle, you don't have a gun.
Oh, I hope
Do
not.
you?
You
Okay.
disposed of the murder
This
weapon, right?
is confidential. Everything you tell me or your brother, I can't tell anyone, so it's okay if you just.
You did tell her.
Tell me what is in your pocket.
It's a fucking king-size Snickers, okay? I just gave away like 300 of these at our house. Kids love our place.
I hope the doctor's not allergic to peanuts.
Because if we did do it, then we would just kill you.
Lyle.
Wouldn't we?
I don't think
Not without
that's
a gun, you wouldn't. You gonna dig up the murder weapon and take it to his house?
Dr. Seal can't tell anybody. Why can't you just understand
Nobody was ever gonna fucking find out, Erik!
Oh,
it was
some
the
people would have
perfect
put
crime!
two and two together, I
And
think.
he would have been proud, even. He would have been fucking proud.
Way to kill us. Good going, kid.
You are correct. I can't tell anybody. Anybody.
Okay. So how do the police find out? Does it come from the doctor, or does it...
If you get caught, I will not be the reason. However, if, say, somebody saw, I could be your lifeline.
Okay, how does that work?
Because I could tell the court that you were scared. The controlling father, that you just couldn't take it.
So he's gonna be
There
part of
are
their
different
defense.
kinds of murder. There's crimes of passion where you just snap rather than, something more thought out, something premeditated, like sociopathic.
This was pretty
murder.
premeditated.
So I really think you should come back. I think I can help you through this.
Actually, what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna call Diane Sawyer?
You can't call the police or Diane Sawyer.
I'm gonna go have dinner with my wife.
Nothing crazy happened at work today, honey. Pass the potatoes.
Good luck, Dr. Seal.
Do they trust him? Well, I don't think they murdered anyone else, so probably, but yeah.
I'm on Rexford.
Yeah. Where do they go from here? Oh, parking ticket. Now it's the worst day of his life.
We know what we have to do now.
What?
Okay.
We have to kill him.
Yeah. Let's kill the doctor. Can't just do it in the office, though, I guess. But yeah, that's the episode. All right. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to my reaction to the first episode of the Lyle and Erik Menendez story, the Monsters production. A couple months ago, Jose and Kitty Menendez were attacked in their home. They show kind of Lyle and Erik speaking at a memorial for them and going on with their lives. At first, it's thought the mafia did it, or So Lyle is at home handing out treats to trick-or-treaters, and Erik is kind of traumatized. Like he's having all these nightmares where he's reliving it, seeing them get shot over and over again, and the nightmares end with Erik killing himself. So he finally calls this psychiatrist, I guess, and makes an appointment to talk about everything, and confesses the murder to the psychiatrist, Dr. Oziel. And finally, the doctor calls Lyle, saying, your brother has told me everything, and you should come down here. And amazingly, he does come down here. You'd think Lyle heard that he would just, flee. I guess he had to protect his brother or whatever, but yeah, Lyle does come down, and doctor calls, I don't know if that's his wife or his girlfriend or his mistress or whatever, to be a witness, I guess. It seemed like there was some history there as well, the way they talk to each other, but pleading with them, saying, I can't tell anybody anything. It does make you wonder how people found out if the doctor can't say anything. They leave the doctor's office finally, amazingly, without the cops being called. I don't know exactly what the laws are. You'd think if it was something criminal, the confidentiality would go out the window. But they do leave the doctor's office on their own power, and they finally talk at the end, and Lyle saying, we have to kill this guy. So, and that's the cliffhanger that the episode ends on. So, interesting. And they go through all the flashbacks of, Jose being this, he's a monster, basically. Screaming at his kids, calling them pieces of shit over the most trivial things, like not knowing state capitals, like losing a tennis game. That is abusive. I don't know how famous Jose Menendez actually was. I know he was a rich guy. I think celebrities knew him, so he might not have been an on-camera rich person. So I don't know if the common man knew who he was, but yeah, he was a rich guy. He had a lot going for him, but if that portrayal is accurate, what we saw in the episode, that's just crazy. You could see why the kids have had enough. Murder is murder, but he was not a good father. And it's kind of sucks that the mother was caught in the middle too. They didn't really show anything wrong with the mother. They talked a little bit about how, she wouldn't leave him, and, she had her own mental problems. Even if she wasn't really guilty in what was causing them pain, they kind of felt like she had to go too. And that she was kind of guilty of staying with him too, I guess, and defending him and whatever. But so everything's kind of set up in that first episode. The police haven't been called yet or anything like that, so I'm not sure exactly how that's going to happen. I don't know if the doctor's going to crack or if someone else is going to find out or whatever. But I guess that's something we'll find out in episode 2, which we will do next time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out my sports vlogging channel, JordangeVision Sports. And once again, this is Jordan saying you can be productive sitting at home on your couch. All you need is a TV, a great catalog, and a vision. This has been JordangeVision. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you for episode 2 of Monsters, the Lyle and Erik Menendez story, very, very soon. Take care, and bye-bye.
Storyline.